Welcome to another episode, everyone. J Hood is back in the Los Angeles County Jail. J Hood has been arrested. He's on the 2000 floor. According to this individual here who spoke to him or spoke to his homies and heard J Hood in there, and J Hood is in there blaming a certain individual that we all know, saying that he snitched on him. He's blaming this individual for being locked up right now in the Los Angeles County Jail. As we all know, J Hood got out, some months ago from prison after doing 11 years or so. And he was doing good, apparently, on No Jumper, been doing interviews on Cam Capone News. So he's been around on the internet. And when he first got out, he was saying that he was a Muslim and that he was just going to be supporting black people and supporting the community. Not sure if that's exactly what he has been doing since he's been out. We see videos of him up in the clubs, at the parks, throwing up his hood. I'm not sure, but I'm not here to criticize or bash J Hood. He's going through whatever it is he's going through right now. Let's get into this real quick, and then we'll chop it up. Let's see what he's in there for. This is Big Ace.
Big Game, the ACE is back. That new content, man. The ACE, Big Game, ACE, man. I got a call, man, from one of my young homies on the 2000 flow. He just let me know the info, man. You know what I'm saying? He two cells down from J Hood. J Hood is back in an LA County jail. The little homie called me, you know what I'm saying, from Blasting Fools, and said that he two cells down from J Hood. You can hear J Hood screaming down a tear, telling me what it is and what it ain't. Is he good or is he ain't? There's a lot of things going on with this name, J Hood. J Hood got a lot of stuff going on, from the county jail to the prison to the penitentiary. Is he good over there on that tier he's at? I'll be the first one to find out. The ACE got the inside scoop that the 2000 flow J Hood just pulled up. The first thing I said, tell a little homie, is what's good? What you in there for? You know what I'm saying? What you in there for? Because, the first time he went down for the whole thing. He made it back out here to these streets. Big podcasting at No Jumper. So, the ACE Big Game, man, is trying to figure it out. What you in there for? What they got J Hood from Carson Crip in there for after all these allegations from prison to the phase in the county, the 50 and 0. Is any of this true? Is he good or he bad? The question is, what are you in there for? And how's you holding up on that 2000 flow where you get treacherous at? I got a homeboy from Trouble Gangsters working over there right now named KC. KC, I will be hollering at him as well. Okay. I just want to put it out there that J Hood is yelling down a tear saying he got a violation. J Hood had the ankle monitor on. He got a violation. He in there, and he said that he got told on. Is it true or is it not? I don't even know. He said he got told on by ATM Richie. Now, ATM Richie and J Hood been going back and forth for whatever reasons. I don't know who he is like that, but he's out there putting that out there, yelling down a tear. Ain't no proof, ain't no paperwork, but he will be able to get his paperwork from a violation as well as any other case. He's in there on a 2000 flow. This the Big Game ACE. J Hood's in there. Is he good or he bad? He said he will be putting something on his page as well. Let's see what that shit do. He's in the 2000 flow. Big Game, the ACE coming with that new shit. We already know the game. Big Game is the name. ACE is the name. The game.
All right, so there you go. There you have it. That's the story. You heard his name. He said it quite a few times in there. Big Game ACE. Shout out to him, though. He came with the information. He came with the content. He's right there on Instagram. So go check him out and subscribe to his Instagram. Let me know what you all think in the comments. J Hood. I have not confirmed this myself for the record. I'm trying to get J Hood's real name and then go search the county jail database or something, make sure he's locked up before I even bring this to you all. And I was unable to get that. So for the record, I'm not necessarily confirming this. I don't know this man here, but I don't know why he'd just get on the internet and say this and lie, whatever. He say he talked to his boy, he heard J Hood himself, this, that, and the other. So, I don't know. It looks like J Hood is in there, and we know ATM Richie is a blood member. I don't know. I don't want to put this stuff out on that man. J Hood, for whatever reason, is in there. They have been going back and forth on the internet, primarily on Instagram, it seems like, for some time. But I don't want to put this on this man. J Hood, as he said, had an ankle monitor, I suppose, and he's in there for a violation, he said. So what the violation is, who knows? Because we know that it was on the internet that J Hood had a fight over there in his hood with someone, and him and ATM Richie going back and forth. ATM Richie supposedly went to his house looking for him and all of this. And J Hood is on the internet, as I said, throwing up gang signs at parties and clubs and at the park around a bunch of gang members. Who knows what his parole conditions were as to what the violation is. But according to J Hood, he's saying that ATM Richie, as we just heard this man say, snitched on him. This is some serious stuff. These are serious allegations. Don't just go around in a county jail yelling out on the tier a name that some people know and saying that this man done snitched on you. Who am I to tell J Hood what to do unless he has some information that this man has? I don't know how he snitched on him. What he called his parole officer or something and said he threatened me or lock him up. I mean, you still have to have committed a violation for them to lock you up. Nevertheless, I don't know. I hate that. I don't wish jail on anyone. That place, as he said, the 2,000 floor is treacherous. I was there for some years. And it's a bad situation. J Hood is good. He said, is he good or bad? He's good. He's on the 2,000 floor. He's on the main line. In prison is where J Hood would have a problem at. In the county jail, you can still get away. They don't carry the same politics. They don't have the same structure. So it's vicious and dangerous, but not structurally. So you can get away with certain things. And if you were on a PC yard or 50-50 yard, you might be able to talk your way out of that in the county jail as to why you were on a 50-50 yard. You didn't go all the way PC and this, that, and it's going to be your excuse, and they may give you a pass in the county jail. But when you hit a prison yard, you're done. You're cooked. You can't go back to a main line once you've been PC or 50-50, which is the same thing. 50-50 is PC. It's all the same. So if J Hood were to go to prison, that's where he'd be in trouble if he tried to go back to that main line, because he's going to be disallowed to go back to the main line. But I don't know. Looks like J Hood was out here, as I said, looked like he was doing okay for a while. I mean, throwing up gang signs and what have you, but looking like he was staying out of trouble. He did get arrested, some months ago for something in the car, and he got right out. Probably be right out for this too, a violation. He might not be in there too long, a few weeks, couple weeks, few days, who knows, but it could be some months. Depends on what the violation is and how long his parole officer wants to try to keep him in there or what have you. So I'm sure he's upset. I'm sure he's sick about this, J Hood being locked up, because it's not a place for anyone. He was out, doing well enough. He was free. He was eating his own food. He was around his children. He's always talking about his kids and his family and this and that. Of course, people telling J Hood in the comments, man, you got to be careful, J Hood, stay free. Don't let them trick you out of your spot and trick you out of your freedom, bro. You said you was going to get out and you was done with the game banging, and we see you throwing up sets and all this and acting tough and calling people out for squabbles, thinking you still that same guy. Man, what's up with you? People were saying this. Now he finds himself in there. So a lot of people, right, locked up, that's been on the internet doing podcasts. And a lot of these individuals have been to prison before, but you have a chance. Big U, he's been to prison before, right? Way back in the days. I covered on KF Max channel where went to the county jail in the mid 80s, early 80s, whatever. Went to prison. Now he's out, millionaire. You have a chance to do something different. He's back in there. Brick Baby, he's been in jail before. He's back in there. Loose Cannon, he's been in jail before. He's back in there. And Hefe, he's been in jail before. He's back in there. J Hood, and I'm sure the list goes on. Just a few that comes to the top of my head. We have to be careful what we're doing out here on the street. As I said, I don't know the situation with J Hood. I heard exactly what you all just heard. That's all I know. I don't know exactly what he's in there for other than what he just said, a violation that he's putting on someone else. So we'll see what happens with J Hood. I'm sure some more information will come out. We'll see how long he's going to be in there. Is he really in there? I guess so. I mean, like I said, I was trying to confirm it myself, but I'm going to take him for what he's saying. Since he said he personally talked to this individual, and he's putting his name on it. So I'll run with that. We'll see what more information comes out about J Hood and his situation. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free. People.